Hello, I'm not gonna lie. My VTube studio is not fucking working for some reason. So we might low-key have to bowl without without my model today. Oh goodness, I hope you can hear this, but I'll switch soon. I just gotta set up some more stuff. I will be there soon. Okay. Oh. Okay, so that's what happens. That's what. Hey guys, I'm frozen. Clearly my model hasn't defrosted yet because I've been away for so long. So I'm just going to make her disappear. I'm gonna make that disappear. Oh yes, let's go. Okay, Chibi is here. Today we're going to have Chibi alcohol. Hello. Welcome back. Thank you for the welcome back, Duffy. I was low-key kind of afraid that I'd come back to an empty chat, but I'm happy to see at least one person. Yeah. I was like, oh damn, man. I came into this thinking, there's gonna be no people. How the hell am I gonna continue the stream? But thankfully you're still here, Duffy. Duffy says, SMH, I would never disappear. Oh, thanks, Duffy. I'm gonna count on you with that, cause I'm gonna be disappearing often. Hopefully not too often. It just happened to be that life has gotten really tough. No, I plan to stream like maybe once a week. That was my ideal plan. But clearly life said, nope. You're gonna have to go back to your alien planet. And you're gonna have to go through some character development. Then you're gonna be able to stream. And I just went, do I have an option not to do that? Then life just went, nah. That shit is compulsory. That shit, you have to go through that shit. And I just went, oh man, alright then. Here we go. Selfie says life gets everyone. It does. It does. It's also unexpected as well. I had like so much things happen. It was not pleasant. And I do wish that nobody has to go through any of that. And hopefully none of you did. How have you been, Duffy? Have you been well? Who have you been watching while I was gone? I feel like my mic's extra sensitive today. Hey Duffy, do I sound off? Duffy, you say, I've been saving up for a PC. Oh shit. Wait, Duffy, you didn't have a PC before? I thought... I was under the impression that you already had a PC. But if you're saving up for one, that's good. That's a very good investment. It's better for streaming activities, better for gaming activities, improves your life. But in exchange, you're probably gonna be addicted to games and be chronically online. Duffy, you ask how have I been? Oh man! So we're gonna talk about me then. I mean, I guess that's what you're here for. Me talking about me yapping about me. Duffy says you sound fine. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad I sound fine. Because I did have to tweak my mic a bit, so I was afraid that it might sound a bit too loud, a bit too not loud. You know, I've been thinking of investing into a new mic sometime soon, but yeah, that time ain't coming anytime soon because I'm broke as shit. I mean, this ain't new news, you know, I've always been broke as shit, but I'm extra broke as shit this time around. Duffy says, I do have a PC, but it's a bad one. I want to build a better one. Oh, like to get better specs and better parts for it. Gotcha. Yeah, I see. That's good. Yeah, the funny thing is, I really don't know much about PCs. I just bought a pre-built PC and researched a lot of what makes a good PC, which parts are compatible with which. Because if you just buy every single high quality part, apparently because they're not compatible, it might not work out well and it might fuck up your build. So you actually have to think about, so you have to research which parts are compatible with which. I don't know, that's what I remember when I was researching my PC when I was getting it for the first time. Because I didn't know that. You know, I thought that if I buy like if I invest in all the high quality parts, they will work out well. But thank goodness I kept researching because people were saying, oh, nuh-uh. Duffy says that's honestly fair. I'm not super knowledgeable myself, so I've been asking around and searching stuff up. Duffy, if you have any computer tech nerds around you, use them to your advantage. Ask them and possibly rizz them up enough for them to want to help you build a PC. That's the best way you can guarantee yourself to have a good PC. I did not have a tech nerd around me at the time, so unfortunately I had to go on forums and researching on the internet. And this was during a time when ChatGPT didn't exist. So I was, you know, oh, the old bird over here. I've been researching my shit myself. I did not have to rely on AI. Fuck AI. If only I could rizz them up enough to make them buy stuff for me. Aha, 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 aha. You know what, Duffy? You should learn. You should invest in rizzing. Instead of investing in a new PC, invest in your rizz skills. You should invest in those stats. Make those stats higher. I forgot the terms for game. I forgot gamer terms already, man. I've been gone for so long, I forgot the terms. Put all your points into that stats, and that way it will do you good for the long run. I think we talked about this earlier. I don't know. I just had a sudden memory flashbang just pop up in my mind when we were talking about how you should get a rich CEO wife. Oh goodness. I believe that was you. I remember the pink username. I don't know why I remember that. Maybe it was just a very significant memory. That was probably me, yes. I think it was you. You know what? I'm gonna believe it was you. Whether it was you or not, I'm gonna keep thinking it was you. Nonetheless, for me, I have lost my brain cells. You see, I actually got off work today, so my head was tired. But I was like, let me just hop online. You know, I gotta check in on my alkalites. I mean, I was going to check in, not check in, but I was going to stream on the 11th anyways, because that's when I first started streaming. I first started streaming on the 11th of November. If you guys didn't know, to the people watching this, if you didn't know, my anniversary is on the 11th of November. I think it was. Let me just check real quick. Let me just double check. Wait, I don't believe in myself. Right now, my brain cells died so hard that I can't trust myself. I can't trust my memory. Let's see. Yeah. On the 11th of November. That will be my 3rd anniversary. But can I really count it as my 3rd anniversary when I barely streamed this year? Oh no. Duffy says it's a topic I constantly engage with. I dream of being rich. Oh man. Hard worker. Whoa, happy anniversary. I can't believe you don't know this, Duffy. You're one of the first people. You're one of the OGs, Duffy. How did you not know that it was the 11th that my anniversary was on? It's not yet though. I'm forgetful. Oh man. I mean, I don't blame you, Duffy. I haven't been streaming for that long. I don't know if I even streamed on my last anniversary. I'm gonna be so real with you. Goodness. Yeah. But yeah, you know, that's kind of like an interesting topic. I'm pretty sure a lot of people do wish to be rich, and that's good and all, but I don't know, there's a difference between wishing to be rich and then wishing to have enough money to just be comfortable. And in the past I'd be like, hey, I want to be rich, I want to have a lot of money someday. But like, what I really meant is that I want to be comfortable. I don't want too much money, but I also want to have enough money to keep me afloat. And possibly allow myself to not have to worry about whether I'm gonna get enough money for my next meal type shit, you know? Because the thing is, my views have changed a lot these past... Like, if, you know, these past months, I fear that people go through a lot of changes as time passes. You know, I don't think I've known a single person who hasn't changed unless they have a disability or something. Oh my goodness! JJ! Wait, JJ, ain't it late for you? Hi! Hi! Thank you for the subscription! 22 months! Oh my goodness. That's actually so long. That's more than a year. That's more than a year, man. Goodness. So dedicated. Anime fan says, welcome back, Alco. Hello, anime fan! Good to see both of you. Oh, what was that noise? Wait. Oh, Jesus. I haven't been streaming for so long that I did not recognize that notification sound. I also don't have desktop audio on, unfortunately. Damn it. Damn it. Y'all couldn't hear the beautiful symphonic melody of what I call my subscription thing. Hi Duffy, how are you? Yeah, get to catch up with each other. Do you guys even talk when I'm not streaming? Be honest with me. These past few months, I've been discovering that you never truly know people. Oh no, Duffy. Did you go through a character development phase too? Duffy and I do. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. It's good to see that you and Duffy still talk. You know, I'm always glad to see you guys still be friends. It makes me sad when I see some people who are friends, but then they're not friends anymore. Unfortunately, I have to witness a lot of that. What I was trying to say before though was that, yeah, people never stop changing unless they have a disability, like a mental disability or something. But what I was trying to say is that these past few months or so, I've been growing and I've been learning that being rich really isn't healthy. It's not healthy for the mind. And I'm gonna go on a bit of a tangent when I say this, but I feel like it's very important to speak about this because I feel like people don't speak about this enough. At least from what I'm seeing on my For You pages and everything, because nowadays I keep getting a lot of content on my page where young people, they're trying to be viral, they're trying to get famous, they're trying to, you know, be rich. That's their goal. But I feel like because of that, we're sort of losing touch and losing sort of like the ability to think in a way. And I feel like this is all because this generation is losing their ability to critically think. Like right now, everyone's just hopping on to the first trend they see. Everyone's trying to do what everyone else is doing. Nobody's really thinking for themselves anymore. You know, ChatGPT and stuff like that. You know, I didn't hate AI at first because it's a good tool, but the thing is, AI is scientifically proven to be reducing people's ability to think for themselves. It's reducing critical thinking. And that's so crucial because you've got brains, use them. Don't let AI, you know, do it for you. And a lot of people are literally just, they're adults with the minds of a primary schooler because they've been using ChatGPT all throughout their high school. And they're basically screwed. It's bad, but nonetheless, because of that, a lot of people are, I guess, kind of forgetting that there are a lot more issues out there. And in my case, I feel like we don't need to be rich because money does change people. It really does. Like, you might think that money won't change you. You might think that, but there are signs that it does. Like, I guess I can use my example. When I was living off of my one paycheck from my one job while I was studying, but because I had to, you know, I had to go on campus a lot. But then I also had to, like, pay other stuff. So I was literally living really broke to the point where I would just meal prep. Like, if I planned to stay out for the whole day, I would fucking meal prep the shit out of my whole day. Because I know that I cannot afford to be buying food and shit when I go out on campus. But then I started getting government's money support. And suddenly, I'm out here buying treats for myself. Not too often. I'm trying to save money, but I just go on I just buy myself treats. And you might think, well, Alco, that doesn't really count because, you know, you're buying treats, you're buying food for yourself, and you're not rich or anything. But that's the thing. Money did change me in a sense, because I was living frugal before. I wasn't depressed or anything, but I was living frugally before. And I could, oh my god, Aqua Wolf! Hey Aqua Wolf! Thank you for subscribing for 7 months! Holy moly! Alco streaming right when I got home from work. Yes, my stream's very late today. For some of you, it might be very late. But thank you for the subscription. Thank you for the 7 months. I really don't know how to do this shit, but thank you nonetheless. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To continue what I was saying, it did change me. And it's kind of scary to think that if I earned a lot more money than that, I would change even more. And that's kind of the thing that scares me the most. Because I was already changing by buying myself, like, you know, sweet treats and stuff when I had that support income. Like, I was no longer like, oh no, I didn't pack lunch today, I guess I gotta starve. I was more like, alright, I didn't pack lunch? Okay, let me just buy myself some lunch. Then maybe a sweet drink to go with it because I'm low-key craving this. And you know, I could have saved money, but I don't. Because I had money now, logically. It wasn't rich money, but I had some support money to do the things where I buy myself some treats. And if you think about it, if I got more money, I might have not been able to control myself because I'm quite impulsive. And so that's why I don't want to be rich, because being rich means you have a lot of money. But even if you are rich, I do wish that rich people would support, you know, those who don't have enough income. Like, I don't know, donate to the charity or something. It's kind of like what, you know, Iron Mouse, right? Iron Mouse is obviously, she could be super, super rich, but she chooses to always donate to charity. And that's the kind of rich that I kind of want to be. You know, once I get enough money to, I'm gonna answer that question really soon, Aqua. Once if I do get like sort of rich and stuff, I want to be able to, you know, swipe away all the debts that I have from college, and then all the debts that my parents have, you know. And then after that, I kind of want to, you know, share my money, let it flow out back into the economy like a river. Because have you heard that Elon Musk has almost got like $1 trillion? He's almost a trillionaire. A trillionaire? Why the fuck do you have that much money? Do y'all know how many zeros is in a trillion? That's so much. I'm not trying to be political here, but $1 trillion. Oh, hell no. At least he could give like $1 billion to distribute to the whole world and he would not be losing shit. How greedy do you have to be to hoard $1 trillion to yourself? I just think that's just ridiculous. $1 billion was already enough, but $1 trillion, oh my god. Aqua says midnight for me. And you say, how's it been going, Alco? I have been with all honesty, to take off the mask, not good. But to put on the mask, I am good. That's what the mask is. Oh, who said that? The question is, when do you consider someone as rich? Okay. Think of it this way, anime fan. I feel like whoever you consider rich is someone who, after they spend their money on things for like, oh, I forgot the term already. Sorry, my brain's not working. If they use their money for their bills and stuff, like bills, dinner, breakfast, like food, grocery shopping, and then maybe, yeah, expenses. If they use their expenses and they still got like 5 weeks worth of future expenses, then they're probably rich. Okay, maybe about this. They have all the expenses. They live in a very nice home. Like, it doesn't have to be mansion level home. They live in a very nice home. They're comfortable. They can afford to pay their whole college tuition without being in debt. They can travel like maybe 3 times in a year overseas. I feel like that might be considered rich, but not in a bad way. Not in a trillionaire level sort of rich. Just in a, you live comfortably. You're not suffering. As in like, you're not suffering money-wise. Then I think that's a good place to when you can sort of call yourself rich. But I feel like that's like a humble rich, you know? It's like a privileged level rich, but not Hollywood level rich. Yeah, feel me? I feel like rich is a very broad, it's an umbrella term. Because there's different levels of rich. Just like how there's different levels of classes. Like, there's different levels of middle class. There's the lower middle class, there's the middle class, and then there's the higher middle class. You know? You feel me? Akul said, oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Akul says, I feel that. Expensive. I don't know what you mean by you feel that. I think that was from a bore about expensive, maybe. But yeah, I think that's my take. That's my take. I don't know. Let me know your take. If anyone here has a different take on the rich part, on what you consider someone as rich, you can put it down here. I mean, I'm not trying to get into politics, but, you know, it's good to sort of chuck your opinions out here and there. It's nice to learn. I feel like these days we're too sensitive, and we get, you know, we get a little bit upset and annoyed at the smallest inconveniences. But the thing is, you're not gonna grow unless you expand you're open to new opinions. Because you're not gonna be able to find your own opinion unless you hear other people's opinions first. Like, you gotta hear what other people have to say before you can make a judgment on what you think what you think. Aqua says about the whole not feeling great thing. Oh man, yeah. You know, I think I could tell this. Maybe. Anime fan says, I don't want to defend very rich people like Elon Musk, but I have a feeling that after you earn an unbelievable amount of money, you lose the sense of reality in a normal life. Yeah. I feel like, anime fan, you are very right about that. I'm glad you're sharing this. I agree with that view. The more money you have, the more sort of opportunities and doors that open for you. The more money you have, the more you're able to do things that you haven't done before. The more you're able to buy things that you haven't bought before. And it sort of just consumes you. You keep consuming and it consumes you, and then eventually you kind of just become like every other rich person. Like chronically spending, and yeah, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. I'm low-key, I don't know about you guys, but I really don't want to become that kind of person. It's very scary to kind of just lose yourself. That you know, that's what happens with a lot of lottery winners too. Like, you know those lottery horror stories? I'm calling them horror stories because they really are horror. But it's the ones where a family member would win the lottery but then they just like completely, their personality completely changes. They go from being someone who's humble to someone who's buying a BMW for them and their wife and their children. Someone who suddenly moves into a mansion, and someone who's suddenly flexing their riches. You know? That's I think I read this one story. I just saw it on the internet, so I can't tell if it's real or not. Maybe it is real, because you know, people can lie, but I don't think I don't really believe this person will lie. But nonetheless, this one person said that their parents had a neighbor, and those neighbors were the most humble and the most kind people they've ever met, and they borrowed money from their parents. And then they said that they will do anything, they'll work really hard to pay those parents back. And they did. Those parents watched the neighbors, and those neighbors worked really, really hard. But then one day they won the lottery. And then suddenly, you know, they didn't want to pay their debt back anymore. And then they're buying luxury stuff, and I think they blew through the whole money. And then they started asking for money again from the parents. And it's just saddening. It's like you won the lottery, you had that much money, you could have paid your debt off, but then you got blinded by the riches. And now when you're back to square one, the same people who were there for you are no longer there for you, because they've seen what you were, and they don't want to, you know, they want to take chances in that, because they have families too. Those parents had a child, and I think they had siblings, I don't know, but they had a child. They cannot afford to give money to someone who still hasn't paid them back, and proven that they won't pay them back even though they have the money. And Anime Fan says, yeah, I don't want to be this person either. I'm glad. But that was a very good point, Anime Fan. You do lose sense of reality in a normal life. So, it's scary. Money is so scary. And it's even scarier because it really does control our whole society. And right now, I'm gonna be so real with every single one of you. We're so fucked. We're so fucked. Think about it, gang. I'm not trying to say it's the end of the world. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just saying we're super fucked right now. Even I am. You know, you may never know when I'm gonna disappear again, because I got sucked away back to my planet. Because I also got problems with my planet. Yeah. But I will give an update on how I have been these past few months. I'm pretty sure all of you know I've been studying. I'm trying to get that degree. I'm trying to get that degree and bolt, you know? It's been a while since I was last supposed to get this degree. I'm old. I need it. If I get any older, I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna retire before I get my degree. So I need to get my degree fast, and then I need to find a job afterward. But that's what I've been doing, working towards my degree. And unfortunately, I thought I would have a lot of time this month around, but I did not. I did not have enough time. I underestimated the amount of work I had, and every single day, I was working my ass off. I was suffering. I went through friendship breakups. Guys, not breakup, friendship breakups. I went through some friendship drama. I went through some grief. And by the end of it all, I was just mentally exhausted. I just sat down and I went, what the fuck just happened these past few months? Oh no. I was tired. Now I'll share this, but the grief was, you know, as an alien bird, I took in this baby bird. He was a little baby. He was very small. He shouldn't be out of the nest, but he was out of the nest. He's fallen out. I couldn't find his nest, so I took him in and I took care of him. This was in like the middle of all my, you know, assignments and stuff. All the work that I had to do. It was like in the middle of all that crazy. I was busy. But I was taking care of this little baby like he was my own, you know? And because of how busy I was, I had no choice, but I had to look for someone who could take care of him. So I did. And there was this one person that was recommended to me. I'm not allowed to say who, but I found them and I trusted them. So I gave him away to those people because I knew that I didn't have the time to properly take care of him, even though I managed to get him like syringe fed. I managed to feed him with a syringe and he was actually growing stronger. At first he was weak, but he managed to get strong to the point where he was holding his head up. I was very proud mama moment. But then a few hours after I handed him over to the person who was supposed to be a professional at taking care of baby birds, he died. And sorry. Sorry. I don't know why I said that. I thought I was over it. Oh god. Sorry, I wasn't meant to get emotional. Ah! Anyways, he passed away. And she didn't tell me why. She made excuses. And it was bullshit. But I wasn't, more so than being mad at her, I was mad at myself because, you know, I was the one that gave him away to her. So it was my fault. And because of that, I've been feeling guilty. Well, I've been told it's fine, so... As in, like, fine, as in... I've had a lot of people around me comforting me, which was very nice, you know? I wasn't alone through all this, so it was super, super nice. You know, it's good to... That kind of made me, you know, appreciate the people around me. You know, like, it's good to have people around you who are willing to be there for you during hard times like this. And yeah. Guys, don't feel down, don't feel down. That was just a moment of weakness. A moment of weakness, guys. A little bit embarrassing, but a moment of weakness. But we're open around here. This is a safe space. Oh goodness. Nonetheless, yeah, that was my grief. Clearly, I haven't gotten over it, but it's fine. We bull, yo. Life is life. You're gonna come across many things like this. Nobody is safe from grief. But it is good to recognize that you need people to be there when you do go through those griefs. That's my wisdom. I yap too much, yo. So I just turned on stream because I wasn't sure what to do. I mean, oh yeah, I do need to work on commission, so I could probably open that up real quick. But, you know, I'm doing this for like a billionth time, but if any requests on what games I should play, put them in, because I've low-key been running low on games. I say that, but I've got a freaking game list. I'm being really dumb right now. But I do, before anyone recommends it, I'm gonna beat you to it. There's a game called Dispatch, and I really want to play that game. I've seen clips of it, and it literally looks so fun. And apparently Moist Critical's in it. Moist Critical voices one of the characters, and so does Jacksepticeye. Like, those are some big YouTuber names. And also, on top of that, it's by Telltale Games. You know Telltale Games, the people who made The Walking Dead? and the people who made The Wolf Among Us. Oh my goodness, I love those games. Both of those games were peak. It was just, oh god, it was good. It was good. The Walking Dead was such an amazing series. And The Wolf Among Us, I don't remember it, but I remember the feeling of it being really great. And so I knew that this patch was going to be a banger. The moment I knew it was from Telltale Games. Their voices are a bit uncanny in the game, TBH, probably because it wasn't as professionally recorded like the others. I think so. Maybe so. I gotta check it out for myself. I think it might sound uncanny because, you know, I already know that Sonar is voiced by Moist Critical. I think it's because Moist Critical's voice is very unique. And when he's playing Sonar, he's speaking in his regular voice. So to others it might sound uncanny, but I think it's really just his voice. And I think it's good that we treat Sonar's voice, like treat Moist Critical's voice as Sonar's voice. And then it gets less uncanny. You're gonna eat those twins. Oh, that clip. Oh goodness. Out of context, I was like, huh? Then I clicked the video and I was like, oh, he wanted to eat the Twinkies. I mean, I'm gonna eat those Twinks. You give them to me. Oh, hell yeah. I know Charlie went to a studio to record it. Not sure about Jack though. Different studios and all, and I think some of them weren't in studio. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'll have to check it out for myself. But I'm excited. I really do like the look of this patch. I think episode 5 and 6 dropped recently. I haven't been looking at any... I've been refraining myself from looking at any gameplay and stuff because I wanted to play it myself. Akul says that you're gonna play it, but not stream it, which is completely fine, you know? Some games are better left to enjoy without having to think about content for it. And I think Telltale games are like one of those games. Duffy says, I've been getting myself spoiled because my curious ass wants to see what happens in the clips. Oh no! Oh, it's okay, Duffy. I think you can just play the game regularly without having to stream it. Oh! Sorry, I was about to puke. Oh no. Nonetheless, me personally, I kind of wanted to stream it. But then, I don't know. Because Aqua's got a really good point about wanting to enjoy the game without having to worry about stream. Also, you say you're still waiting for the Wolf Among Us 2. Is there really gonna be a second Wolf Among Us? I don't know. I don't remember how the first one ended. I think the first one ended with like a bit of a... I think somebody died and then it revealed that they were still alive or something. I don't know if that's spoilers. Look, I don't know if that's spoilers, but you didn't hear it from me if it was. You did not hear that from me. I've been getting myself spoiled because... Oh, wait, sorry. The final 2 episodes come out in 3 days. There's only 8 episodes? No! Oh, that game is so good! It's only got 8 episodes? Oh, man. Jesus, no wonder you kind of want to savor it. And just like, you know, typical Telltale Studios, your choices matter. Except when you can't change the fate of the character. I've got a bad feeling that somebody is gonna permanently die. I don't know about you, man, but I feel like someone's favorite character is gonna die. Because that's what Telltale Games does, bro. I'm traumatized, okay? If you guys haven't played or watched The Walking Dead from Telltales, you know, pretend you are deaf. Mute me for like 5 seconds. Not 5 seconds, maybe 10 seconds. Or a minute. But man, Telltale, when they killed off Lee... Oh my goodness, man. I was like, no way you're killing the main character. And they killed the main character. I mean, hey, at least they didn't kill Clementine. I'm happy that Clementine didn't get killed. Maybe she was the true main character all along. But come on, man. My man Lee. My man Lee. Why you gotta kill him? And then, oh no. And then in the future Walking Dead. I'm still spoiling, by the way. The future Walking Dead. Not Kenny getting killed as well, man. Like, oh my goodness. Bro, they be killing off everyone's favorite characters. And I don't care about what you say about Kenny, but that man protected Clementine, okay? That man protected children. He may have been an asshole in season 1, and he was a bit of an asshole in season 2. But that man protected Clementine till his last breath, if you pick the Kenny option. And you should pick Kenny. I'm just saying, you should pick Kenny. Don't pick the other girl. Duffy says puke. Are you sick? Oh, I'm not sick. I just happened to eat some food, but I ate too much. Cause I did treat myself today. Okay, wait. This is a bit I'm gonna derail for a bit. I will answer your question soon. But I went to go treat myself to some noodles, some Chinese noodles, because I was low-key craving that shit. And the place that I went to that usually makes the noodles, it was a tomato and egg noodle. So I tried it, but then for some reason today's noodles were like super salty. Like I'm not exaggerating. Like that shit tasted like someone put the whole salt tin in it. Not tin, but like, you know, the salt shakers. They just went, oh, you know what? 1 pinch, 2 pinch? Nah, let's just put the whole shit in. So they put that shit was salty, bro. Saltier than the fucking sea. And I was like, man, is this supposed to be this salty? So I still finished it because I never waste food, bro. Don't ever waste food. And then now I come home and I'm like, oh shit, I'm thirsty as fuck. Now I'm about to down a whole bunch of water. And then I'm gonna puke from the amount of water I drink. Don't drink too much water in one sitting, guys. It's gonna make you want to puke. Yep, it was confirmed a few years ago, but it was put on hiatus. Oh man. I don't know. The thing is, like, Telltale Games, wasn't it supposed to shut down? So I was really surprised when I heard that this patch was from Telltale Games, because I thought they were shutting down. I guess they're still standing. Duffy says, people say it's going to have a season 2, but that's just from what I hear from random people. Aqua says, I got Tarkov to stream here on the 15th. That's what I'm super excited for. Who's Tarkov? I got Tarkov to stream here on the 15th. Oh? I might be a bit out of the loop for this one. OG Telltale is gone. Oh yeah, it was, from what I remember, it was Telltale before the final season of The Walking Dead. From what I remember. I might be wrong. It might have been earlier. Aqua says it did. Oh, Tarkov is a game. Sorry, Duffy says Tarkov is a game. Aqua says it did, but I think the original creators made a new studio, I think. Oh, so they made a new studio with the same name. That's interesting. They basically kind of revived themselves in a way. Tarkov is a game. Is that on Steam so that I can search that shit up? Because I'm so... You know what? I'm gonna search it up right now. Give me a hot second. Tarkov. Escape from Tarkov? Multiplayer first-person tactical extraction. Why is that so fucking long? What is this? Who wrote this page on Wikipedia? Multiplayer first-person tactical extraction shooter video game. God damn, you do not need that many words to describe a game. If you're gonna describe a game, just write it in 2 sentences if you're gonna take that long to freaking describe the game. Because I just had a brain aneurysm trying to read that whole sentence. Tack with grease. Hello. If I'm not wrong, on my Twitter, you replied with uh-oh. Was that you? Because you got the same grease in your name. Escape from Tarkov. It's a game that's been early access for 10 years and 1.0 is coming out the 15th. Oh my, 10 years. That's as long as the Yandere simulator development. But at least this one's getting released. Okay, sorry for making that joke. If you guys don't understand that joke, maybe you're too young. But man, that drama is actually low-key funny. It does have a Steam page now. Ooh. I mean, I'm not really into first shooters nowadays. First-person shooters. Maybe I'll be interested, maybe I'm not. But that sounds like an exciting feat. You must be excited for the 15th. That the next 6 days is probably gonna be feeling very long for you. Karinyang says, "Wow, hello Karinyang, long time no see." It's Ad Hoc Studio that made this patch. Wait, it's Ad Hoc? It's not Telltale? Oh shit! Sorry, I thought people were saying it was Telltale, so I just assumed that it was. My bad, gang. That was my fault. My fault for just believing what I saw. Damn, these liars these days. Unless Ad Hoc is related to Telltales, then you know what? It's close enough. Cardinal says the bird has just come here. I came back. Tech with Grease says maybe. Maybe? I'm eyeing you. I'm eyeing you and that Twitter account. Aqua says, God, that game was nuts. It's pretty hit or miss. It's the original extraction shooter, but holy, it's hard. It's described as a hardcore shooter. Ton of fun though. Just doesn't hold your hand at all. You know what? I feel like games these days, they treat you like you're a little baby. And we need some variety, okay? We can't be treated like babies for every single game. Sometimes you gotta have that toughness in your life, you know? It's like, think of it with the wild baby birds. The moment they're hatched, well, not the ones that are born in the nest, but like I'm talking like ducklings and gooselings and whatever the fuck like that type of bird is when they get out. The moment they get out of the egg, they're forced to walk. They're forced to swim. Like, literally right out the womb, they're already walking and shit. I feel like we need more games like that, you know? When you spawn in, suddenly you've got all these notifications saying, hardcore mode on, predators nearby, stay alert, one wrong move and you're dead. One wrong move and you have to restart all over again. It's pretty hit or miss. Oh, sorry, I read that. Karinyang says, 안녕. Hello, 안녕. I'm not speaking Korean today. You're not gonna make me speak Korean today. I got a lot of English viewers here. They will not understand. Back with Grease says, you will know someday. Alright. I see. Okay. Aquil says, this one literally hands you a gun and some gear and says good luck. Honestly, I stand that. I actually agree with that. I actually think this game is cooking. We need, like I said, we need more games like this. Some people are getting a little too comfortable calling themselves pro gamers when they play the easiest games. We need to bring back the I'm a pro gamer, and then the whole Steam list is games like these. Duffy says Lurk will be playing Dead by Daylight with friends. Aw man, Duffy. Having fun without us? Alright, go ahead. Play Dead by Daylight with your friends. Not like we want to play as well or anything. Nah, but seriously, go have fun. Thank you. Thank you for lurking. Go have fun with your friends. And catch you around. Oh. And if anyone else wants to go play or lurk with their friends, feel free and go ahead. I'm just chilling. Cool says it's one of only like 3 games I've reached over 1,000 hours on. Wait, are we talking about that first shooter game? The one that hands you a gun and some gear and says good luck? 1,000 hours? God damn, that's a lot of hours. I will not lie. Yep, Tarkov. Oh my god. Damn, that's some true gamer right there. I'll be so honest with you, I've never seen such gamer. I mean, maybe I have seen such gamer, because some people flex the hours that they have on their games. maybe it's a flex to gamers, but to me, I just look at that and be like, how the fuck do you have that much time to spend on the game, bro? Like, you look like you're a full-grown adult, man. Are you living in your mom's basement, respectfully? Over, I've had the game since 2019, I think. Jesus. 2019. Damn, you're one of the OGs then. Because you said it was in development for like 10 years. If it's 25 right now, 25 minus 19, that should be 6. 6 years, man? Sheesh. Goodness. Imagine being loyal to a game for 6 years. Is there any games out there that you guys have that you've been loyal to for as long as Aqua's been loyal to this game? Kind of curious about that. For me, I got none. The only thing I've been loyal to for these past 6 years is my artistic talent. I wouldn't say talent, my artistic skill. Scratch that, not talent, it's skill. My artistic skill. Like, I put all my stats into art. So now when I'm like about to hit the real world and trying to find a job, suddenly I'm like, yo, I have literally no other fucking options, man. Like, I'm stupid, bro. My degree is like kind of like a degree where you're not going to be able to make it out. It's kind of related to art in a way, but it's not art, if you catch my drift. It's like, man, it's like doesn't teach me any valuable life skills. And especially with the job environment right now, I'm cooked, bro. I'm so cooked. I think I'm gonna have to stick to like fucking working at McDonald's or something, man. Watch me hit the McDonald's like shift. You're gonna suddenly hear Alco's voice, but it's coming from the intercom of the drive-thru. You're gonna be like, oh my god, is that Alco, the VTuber? I'd be like, hey, yeah, that's me. You want some content or something? What you want, bro? You want $5 of me speaking in your ear? You want $5 of me screaming into the mic? Or do you just want to get a frozen Coke and get the fuck out of here? Aqua says, I mean, I still play Overwatch. That's even longer. Ooh, that's long. What the fuck? Oh, anything longer than 6 years? How? That's impressive. Yo, Kai watched Too Loyal for 11 years. Wait, sorry. Anime fan, you might have to rephrase that sentence. I don't quite understand what that means. Yokai Watch? Is that a game? Is it like Yokai Watch 2? Or is it Yo Kai Watch 2? Wait, sorry. I'm confusing myself. I should just zip my mouth. The game is called... Oh, okay. Let me search that up. Let me update myself. Let me update myself on this. Yokai Watch 2. That's the first time I'm hearing about that game. Oh, that's cute. It kind of reminds me of Pokemon. I don't know why. That's the first thing that came out to my head. It's very old school anime style. I like that. That's very cute. It kind of reminds me of like Ben 10. That watch. Aqua says, alright, be lurking while I hang out with friends. Have a good one, Aqua. Thank you, Aqua. Thank you for coming by today and staying and engaging. I very much appreciate that. And I'm glad to see you again after a long time. So, go lurk! Go hang out with your friends. Have fun. And I'll see you some other time. Thank you. Alright. Damn, that's a lot of games that I'm learning about. Low-key. Also, oh god. I really haven't been streaming that often. Because now I'm just like, yo, what the fuck do I even say? I catch myself going, oh, what are these? What am I supposed to say? What is this? What is that? I've lost my touch. I'm no longer the cool Alco you guys know. The cool streamer Alco. I'm now sort of reduced to being... Even now, look at my model, bro. I'm using my chibi model. I've been reduced to a small, no-brain, someone who's seems like they're new to streaming. That's who I've become. This is very sad and very depressing. Anime fan says it is very similar to Pokemon. It was my Pokemon in my childhood. Oh. Huh. Wait, so how does, if it's similar to Pokemon, how do the Pokemon sort of fights go? If you care to explain that. Luna says, Alco! Luna! Luna, long time no see! Oh, that red username. I saw that and I went, yo, Luna, it's Luna! It's Luna. How have you been, Luna? Have you been well? Has university been treating you well? Mix! Hi, Mix! Oh my goodness! Mix is here too. Hello, Mix! Hello, everyone. Long time no see. Right now, we're sort of just relaxing and chatting and chilling. Mix says, Alco! Alco! Sleepy Anna! Yo! You're here too! Okay, since Sleepy Anna's here, I might as well just turn on the commission, yo. I might as well just start the commission. I'm sorry, Sleepy Anna. I know I said that I was gonna work on commissions. Everyone is here. Yeah, everyone is here. Meg says, I'm so happy to be here. Oh, it's okay, lol. Nah, Anna. I wasn't doing anything anyways. I know life hurts. Oh. Yeah. Nah, I swear I'm not a scammer. I just want to let everyone know that I'm not a scammer. I may take some time to get what you need, but I'll get it to you in the end. I swear, I'd be like one of those artists that you'd completely forget that you gave money to like complete a hit on someone, and I'd come like 10 years later and be like, yo, I finished that hit, man. It took me a while, man. I had to get friendly with that guy and then try to kill him in the most inconspicuous way, but I managed to get it done. Alright? Just letting you know that. And then you'd probably be like, I paid you to do that hit like 10 years ago. That dude probably died from old age. I don't think you performed that hit, Alco. I think you just let that dude die. Oh shit, wait, why is my alert not working? I just got an alert. I don't know what the alert